Hello, my friends, and welcome to Neville and Chat. So, let's chat about Neville Goddard and his beautiful teachings. Today, for me, is 126th day of being true to his teachings and doing my best. So, I was thinking that 300 days that I gave myself in order to follow his teachings is like quite a lot of days. It's almost a year. And I was thinking, it's like, okay, let's try with 300 days, that's nothing so special. But when you think about that, it's like we don't get many years in our lives to do the stuff that we actually want to do, and a lot of time gets wasted. One of the things that I have noticed is that usually I have a problem in the morning, because a lot of the times I have to, how do you say, especially in the past, putting myself together, like, I don't know if this is the right word, but putting myself together, like, getting the motivation to get out of bed, because I have created a life that I don't like. I have created a life where I was not happy, and it felt like, I felt like not like a victim, but it's just the way the system is designed. You're designed to be stuck in the rat race, and everything is designed not to have an abundant life, but to be fully employed, to be employed, I don't know, to have two or three jobs. And we have made that actually normal. I mean, my friends, that's not normal, I mean, if you look at life as, and you as being this just biological machine, then I guess that it's just the way it is. You are born into a society, and you're like an ant in an ant colony, and you just do your job until the end of your days, and that's that. But I don't believe that. I do believe that we are something more. I do believe that our life has deeper meanings. And following Neville Goddards, I came to the understanding that life is the meaning, or the aim of life is to get better in the art of imagining, get better in the art of creating scenarios, things, and to create this world. So my life has changed, that I've noticed that my imagination is getting better, that I am doing better, that I am feeling better. And I don't know, maybe it's just the hope that I have started to write another book, and I called it The Last Frontier, I think it is, because it's like the final thing, After that, there is nowhere else to go, because I have tried everything. I have tried hard work, I have tried grinding, I have tried the law of attraction and blah blah, and I have tried psychology, psychiatry, everything. But I have noticed that Neville Goddard and his teachings are doing wonders for me. And that's why I'm going to continue. So the question would be, empirically, is my life the way I want it to be? Not right now, but I'm feeling much different. For example, when I go to a job interview, I'm not feeling as being the one that is being interviewed, but I am the one interviewing and asking questions whether or not I am a great fit for the company and to the jobs that I apply, okay? So that's very interesting to me. So I have changed. I am different, and I can say that I feel different in the inside, and probably this different feeling in the inside will be reflected on the outside. One of the things that I have noticed is that, for example, today, or let me say it like this, so the idea is to be loyal, faithful to your new assumption, to the new way of feeling. So for example, can you imagine yourself immersing or resting in the energy of a king or queen? Like you are loyal to these energies, to this archetype. Can you envision this? Can you embody it? Can you be that? Can you just in your mind lie back and feel as though you are the queen, as though you have the power in your life, in your realm, or as the king? Can you feel that? And then I'm thinking about combining these energies, like combining the energy of a warrior king, not to, because when I think of a king, I envision usually a fat guy who sits on the throne, and does nothing the whole day. So I envision, if I envision a warrior king, then you can think about, I can envision this king sitting on a throne, having a built, chiseled body and strong mind and a strong attitude, towards life, and having control, having faith in himself and in the future. So that's what I like, that's what I love to think about when I do this kind of exercises. This is something that I really enjoy and love to do, and I have felt this today, to do that today. So I was meditating or napitating. I have a special way of doing these things, and this came to my mind. Why not go into the energy? Why not go into the energy of the king or warrior or magician? Or I was thinking about the name King, Warrior, Magician, Lover. The book came to my mind, so maybe I will go read that in the future from a new perspective, new understanding. But I'm still faithful, 100% committed to studying and embodying the ideas of Neville Goddard, and I love it. I just love it. So the idea of today was to talk about how I got in the morning right back at my energy, and how I not put yourself together, but I have noticed that the way you go to sleep is usually the way you will sleep, and you will wake up in the next morning, how you will wake up. So today I can say that I'm feeling much better than yesterday, but nevertheless, regardless of how I feel, I just keep on doing what I have learned about Neville. I just keep on doing. I don't stop. I won't stop. And at these times, I understand what Neville says when I was doing it, I am doing it, and I will continue to do it. And the worst part is when you start to doubt, when you get into the doubt whether or not is this law true, whether or not it was just scamming people and selling those great ideas. I don't know, but I want to see for myself, I want to find out whether or not it works. I have noticed in the past that cognitive behavioral therapy does work and works wonder for some things, but I always felt that I needed something deeper to understand this life and not being trapped by the things that you don't want and saying that it's just the way it is, there's nothing we can do. You just have to accept your lot in life and find happiness in the small things, and I would say, why would we find happiness in the small things? Why don't live in abundance? It's a really big and rich and abundant world, and we are creating this reality for ourselves, and I don't like it. I love the way Neville talked about it, and so I am faithful to these ideas. I am. And for example, in the past, I've noticed that when I meditated, like, like the idea of worthiness. I remember when I was younger, the idea of us being gods or being gods felt like blasphemy, like sinning against a being up there in the skies. But now, when I'm starting to understand that this Father or God is something big and with love, and when you say I and my Father are one, but my Father is greater than I, that this presence, this energy, this wholeness, this everything is behind you, it's beautiful. It has a feeling that you don't need to be worthy in order to feel that, to accept that, and it's just beautiful. And so you can say, I am God, I am God, I am God, I am God. Not in a pretentious way, not saying that you are everything and everyone else is not, but to say that you are part of this all, and to go into the Jesus consciousness of believing, of being that you want to be, that you want to have. I mean, in my view, it's just beautiful. I don't know, guys, what do you think? Do you think that 125 or 26 days is a lot to be on this journey of self-discovery and of discovering Neville Goddard's teachings? I don't know. You tell me. And now, okay, let's read and talk about some quotes. I just read the random quotes because everything that he wrote has a lot of deep meanings. It's always like, sometimes I think, why should I read more and all of his works and the compilations and the reading that I'm doing? But on the other hand, why not? It's just beautiful, and I've noticed that the more I read it, it creates a different tone in my mind of him, you know. So okay, let's go. I am, or your true self, is not interested in man's opinion. All its interest lies in your conviction of yourself. What do you say of the I am within you? Can you answer and say, I am Christ? Your answer or degree of understanding will determine the place you will occupy in life. Do you say or believe yourself to be a man of certain family, race, nation, etc.? Do you honestly believe this of yourself? Then life, your true self, will cause these conceptions to appear in your world, and you will live with them as though they are real. Interesting. So, I am. What do you say after this I am? And he says that I am is your true self, and I am is the name of God, and I am is everything, and I am, or God, is the Alpha and Omega, is the beginning and the end, it's everything. And this I am is not interested in man's opinion. So it's just beautiful that you, as a human being, this I am, you don't need to accept anyone's opinion anymore. You can say I am, and of this I am, you can say anything that you want. And all its interest lies in your conviction of yourself. So this I am, it's only interested in what you're convinced, what you're confident about. What do you say of the I am within you? And thinking about that, doesn't feel like the biggest sin is if this I am is God, and you say I am poor. Isn't this sinning against God? Really? You know, saying I am unworthy, you say God is unworthy. My man, that's ugly. We don't want that. And can you answer and say, I am Christ? I am Christ? Your answer or degree of understanding will determine the place you will occupy in life. I remember Neville saying that he went to all the places, and he started, after studying this, to become or to feel like that he is not from the human royalty, but that he is from God's royalty. Isn't this beautiful? Can you say that of yourself? Do you say or believe yourself to be a man of certain family, race, nation, etc.? I mean, does it even have a meaning, you know? Your name, surname, does it mean anything in reality? It's just something that has been given to you. Do you honestly believe this of yourself? And if you do believe that, then life, your true self, will cause these conceptions to appear in your world, and you will live with them as though they are real. So you will make them real. You will express these things that you have impressed in yourself, because our mind is like a fertile ground, and what you seed and what you impress will be expressed. That's at least what he says. The Law and other essays on manifestation, this is what he says. Love is not love if there is no beloved. Okay, I don't understand that because it's out of context, but okay. Prayer is the art of assuming the feeling of being and having that which you want. And remember how it goes. You go into your room, you shut the door, so the door is your outer senses, and you go inside and you experience the things that you want to experience in your 3D reality, in your imagination, as it is real. And now one of my very beloved thoughts, or his quote, is to attempt to change circumstances before I change my own imaginal activity is to struggle against the very nature of my own being, for my own imaginal activity is animating my world. And this I have found to be true in my life. I have found that whatever I have tried to change in the outer world, in the 3D, I have succeeded, but never what I wanted. And I've noticed that it does coincide, the way you think about yourself is the way you experience life. It is imagination which makes one a leader, while the lack of it makes one a follower. Think about that. It is imagination which makes one a leader, while the lack of it makes one a follower. Claim it, it will respond. Claim it, it will respond. Think about that. He's not talking about begging, asking, but claiming, taking it, claiming it in our imagination. Change your conception of yourself and you'll automatically change the world in which you live. Beautiful. I have found this to be true. And let's see when the things that I'm imagining so vividly will be manifested in the outer world. So this time, I bless this community, I bless you, I bless us, and I wish you a good day, and let's imagine beautifully, wisely, and with love.